Good day. Just going to do a quick demo on how to get AI to build and design your ring. Pardon me. First thing, going to Google, going to look up Meshi AI. We'll open up that. You're going to have to make an account and log in. You can just use your school email address and then click send code. And then code will get sent to your email, much like this one. And then you just have to type in the code. All right, the code's not there anymore. There was a code. You could just take my word for it. You will get a code. You type it in. You end up here. What you have to do at that point, once you're in, is you want to generate a 3D model from text. So we'll click here, text to 3D, and it'll bring you to this this page here. Now on here, this is where you're going to put in your prompt, and I've got some things you have to put in there. Here, AI model. Meshi 6 is only for paid customers. We're using the free program, so we have to use Meshi 4. Otherwise, you won't be able to download your model. All this stuff we're not going to worry about. Over here, this will probably be blank for you, or maybe you'll have some just like standard stuff in there. But that's where your models will generate, and you're going to click on it and it'll pop up there later. All right, so all we have to do is jump in the prompt, and we're going to type in a prompt. So we want a 3D model ring for McDonald. We're talking a size, I don't know, a size. I don't actually remember what my size is. You're going to have to go measure your finger. Size 7, and I'm going to say I'm looking for something that has a, I don't know. I've done a lot of braided stuff. It prints pretty easy, so we'll start with that. Braided Celtic design. And I'm going to say this is make the lowest point on the ring Z0. Now, the part there, make the lowest point on the ring Z0, doesn't really matter to you, but when I go to 3D print that model, if you haven't done that, it might not print. So make sure you just tack that, make the lowest point on the ring Z0, tack that sentence on the very end of the prompt, and then basically the coordinates, the lowest point of the ring will sit nicely on the 3D table. Otherwise, the very center of the ring will sit on the table, so it doesn't really work. So yeah, make sure you put that in. But yeah, so you can make whatever kind of model, whatever you want, as long as it's school appropriate, of course. Then we'll go down to generate, click generate. And over on this side, it'll say generating. Speed up is for paying customers, which we are not. There's a little thing there telling you how long it's going to take. So it looks like this might take a minute. So, yeah, how's it going? How was your weekend? 1%. Woohoo! We're getting there. Oh, what? 10. Good. Almost there. What it's going to do is it's going to generate 4 options for you, and you're going to look for the model that's going to work the best, and you're going to download it. So the things that work well are things without many overhangs, without many gaps and spaces, something that will build nicely on itself for 3D printing. So here we go. We're almost done. All right. So we've got a few options here. I'm just going to click on it, and these are going to pop up. And so that's not even a ring. I don't know what that looks like. A vase. It's very narrow. That's not really going to work for me. This one here will work just fine. It's kind of just a spiral look. Same with this one here. That'll work just fine. And then this one here is actually probably the coolest, but it might be a little bit tough to print, but we're going to give that a shot. So I'm going to click on that right there, and I'll go no texture, and I'll click confirm, and that's going to pop up as our model. So the only issue I can see with this style ring is there's a lot of little gaps in it. And each one of those gaps, I don't know how strong that's going to be. So we're kind of gambling on this one, whether it's going to print well or not. Whereas over here, one of these sort of braided ones, simple braided ones, that's kind of a really safe bet. So that'll work pretty well. So what I'm going to do is we can just call that done, or we can go jump down. There's other options here. We can try remeshing these kind of subscribe options. You can add textures, which we're not going to really worry about. We're not going to animate. We're just focused on the model. Okay, so we're going to say that's going to be McDonald's option 1, or one of my options. So I'll jump down to download. Now, if your download button has a little pro option here, it says pro, that means that's only for paying customers. Okay, so here it says I've got 8 times left. You can download 10 times in a month. So I can download 8 more models. I've already downloaded 2. But yeah, mine doesn't say pro, which means I can download it. If yours does say pro down here, what you have to do is jump over here where it says Meshy. You probably have Meshy 6 or Meshy 5 selected. So you'll have to click Meshy 4 and regenerate your prompt and then grab one in. But I did Meshy 4 like I was supposed to, so that works well. So I'll click the download button. And then we're not going to worry about resizing. That costs money. We're going to, the format matters. We're going to use STL format, and then we're going to click the download button. And what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 different rings because one of them might not work, but if you've given me 3 options, one of your other ones will. So a 3D model, ring size 7, I'm going to keep that all the same. I'm going to jump down here. I'm going to change my option. I'm going to be like, I'm going to do with wave, ocean wave. I'm going to see what that looks like. Make the lowest point on the rings at 0. We're going to keep that. I'm going to click generate. We're going to show up with some more options. It looks like I've done this too many times, and my balance is down to 0 credits. That's because I've already done this like 6 or 7 times today. So we're not going to worry about that. You have to come up with 3. So I already have more than 3 designs. Let's see how many times I did this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I did it 5 or 6 times. So I've got this one I've downloaded as well. Those gaps will print a lot better than those other ones I have. This cool skull one, okay, that one should print well. The only issue is there's a pretty big overhang in the mouth. The eyes, I think, will print okay. I'm not sure how well the mouth will do. But this is the one where Z0 was mid-height on the ring, because I hadn't make the lowest point on the ring Z0 yet. All right, so I've downloaded a few. So I'm going to minimize that. Close that. So I'm going to do is going to jump down into my files, okay, and under downloads, okay, and I have 1, 2, 3 rings here, and I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to rename T MacDonald. You're going to email this to me. I need to know who it is. Ring 1. That's my choice number 1. That was the swirl one. This is going to be my rename T MacDonald ring 2. This was the other swirl one that I think will print better. And then this is the flaming skull one. This is the first one I downloaded. They're going to be there in the order they downloaded. So I'll T MacDonald ring 3. That's my third choice. So you're going to email these to me, and I'm going to try ring 1. And if it prints, that's the only one I'll print. If it doesn't work, I'll do ring 2. And if ring 2 works, that's great. And if ring 2 doesn't work, then I'll do ring 3. And if ring 3 doesn't work, then whatever. Don't worry about it. We'll figure something out. But so I've got 3 rings option there. So you're going to jump into your email. You're going to do a new email. And we're going to send that to tim.macdonald@sd71.ec.ca. That's my email address. So you can pause that if you need that. And you're going to say, put your name in there. So I'll say T MacDonald Rings. I'll say, hey Mac, I've attached my 3 rings. Please print size 7 or whatever ring size you are. You have to put this in there because a lot of times when they download, they're not the correct size. So I have to resize each one individually, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that later. But make sure in your email you put your ring size so that I can resize it from the right size from me. Okay, and then we're going to jump over to attach. And I'll browse this computer and I'll click on downloads, and I want to attach this one, and I want to attach 3 of them. So I'm going to hold the Control. I'll hold the Control button, and I can select all 3 as long as I hold the Control down as I click them, and I'll click open and remove large inlaid files or attachments, or you try using OneDrive. Sure, upload and share as OneDrive links. That works fine. If it really doesn't work, you can just send me 3 emails and just attach 1 file to each email. When that's done loading, you can click send and you can send that to me. And that's all you really have to do for now, but I'll show you what it looks like when I open it up in the program. So here is the program that I'm going to open it up in. And this is what McDonald's going to do. We're going to do import STL. So we download it down. Here's ring 1. Open. We're going to see how it looks here. So you can see this is why you got to put your ring size in the email. You can see how huge that downloaded. It's huge, massive. So I'm just going to lay on its face. Let's resize that. That's the size of the bed of the 3D printer. Here. So you can see it definitely needs scaled down. So we'll scale that down. And I'll scale it down to whatever ring size you put in your email. And what's important here, if you look, you can see the lowest part of the ring is sitting directly on the print bed table. And that's all because I wrote that little sentence in the program. So it makes Z0 the lowest part of the ring. So that's there. If I go to, I'll jump in here, I'll import STL, I'll import ring 3, which was the flaming skull. I'll open that. There we go. This one's massive. Well, it seems to be. Scale that one down. That seems happy now. Previously, when I had this one in there, somehow the center of the mouth right here ended up on the print bed. So that's the thing. Anyways, so what I'll do is I'll end up resizing everybody's rings. I'll put them all on the table. I'll 3D print them, and we will go from there. So we don't have to worry about this program. What you do have to worry about is once these are all loaded, ring 1, ring 2, ring 3, STLs, we'll click send. And they should pop up in my email in just a second. That's what you got to do. All right, have fun.